In this video we're going to talk about how you can turn your Bambu Lab A1 Mini into a pen plotter. Here are some of the examples that I made with the 3D printer. I'm going to make sure that you know about all the little details that you need to keep in mind in order to make this process as smooth as possible. So first off, you're going to download and print the pen holder. This is the one that I printed. In the description you will find the link so you can also print it, but any pen holder will do. For this, in this case, you're just going to have to wrap a bit of tape around a straight pen. I prefer to use a big pen. Apparently fine liners also work really well, but you just want to wrap some tape around it until it fits nice and sturdy. And then as a test, you want to put it on your printer a few times just to get the hang of it, because you're going to be doing this while the printer is printing. When you clip it on, this is the part where you want to hook it on first, and then it easily attaches to the printer. And when you are done, you want to take it back off to avoid any collision, because your printer is first going to do all the routine stuff. And it happened to me a few times that it started drawing on my heat bed, or it just ripped out pieces of paper that I had on the print bed, or it even just like almost broke the pen and the printer because it put up all the pressure against the heat bed. So for the next step, you're going to be downloading the printing model, the drawing model, where you're going to be putting your own drawings inside of. So you're just going to go to the link in the description, click on Open Up Bambu Studios. Some credits go to Infilament, who created the original model, and I changed some of the settings. So I made it for the A1 Mini. I changed the extruding temperature so that it was low enough that no filament would come out while you are drawing. And I also changed the size of this little block here so that it takes a lot less time before it's done printing this. So let me explain the drawing. It consists out of basically two parts. You have the drawing over here of the 3D printer, and you also have a little block. And the reason why this block is here is so that you can actually move your drawing a little bit up in the air, because you don't want your nozzle to be touching the ground, and there's no way to do this unless you merge it with this little block. Because if you try, when it's separate from this block, and you try to move it into the air, it just goes back to the heat bed surface, because that's the way it wants to be printed. And when you're going to be printing with this printer profile, you need to go to the settings of your own printer and change the nozzle size to 0.2 millimeters. It doesn't matter if you don't really have that nozzle, but this way the printer is more accurate. Also keep in mind that your drawing is not going to be made at the exact location where you see your drawing in the preview, because of course your printer nozzle is over here acting like it's printing, but it's printing air. And then in reality there's the pen drawing over here, so it's about 2.5 by 2.5 centimeters down and to the left. So if you grab this complete drawing and you would want to have it over here, then you're going to drag it up about 2.5 and also to the right for about 2.5. And in that way it's going to be centered when you're placing your piece of paper on the heat bed. So if you want to add your own drawings or text, you can go to text to svg.com and you can write your own text. The way that I like to do this is to go to AI and ask it, generate a line art image of a yurt. Make sure the lines are thick and the artwork is minimalistic. And there you have your line art, and then you can download the full format, and then we can go to png to svg.com, or if you want to be a bit more advanced, you can also use Illustrator. That's the way I made the drawing of the girl with the pearl earring from the Dutch painter Vermeer. But here I just uploaded the yurt picture. You want to put the colors to 1, and then you can simplify it, it doesn't really matter. Click generate and then download the SVG. You're going to be importing your image. Open it up. We're going to scale it, put it on world coordinates, put it on 60 by 60 by 5. So you want to turn off the uniform scaling. Because in this way it's going to be flat and it's also going to stop after the first layer and it's not going to continue making rounds. And then as you see, it's laying on the bottom where it wants to be printed. But we're going to select the block and your drawing at the same time and say merge, because there's no other way of lifting it up in the air. So you're going to select your drawing and then we're going to say move, again world coordinates, and then we're going to say 5 millimeters in the Z direction. So it's going to be floating a bit up in the air, and that's all you need to do. So we have to remember that this is not where your drawing is going to be printed. It's going to be printed about 2 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters up and 2.5 centimeters right. So this is where we're going to place it. And then it's ready to slice the plate. And then it's going to say your object is floating, but that's correct. But before we are going to press print, we want to make sure that the paper is in place. One benefit of the print profile that I created is that the heat bed temperature is only 25 degrees, and in that way the tape is not coming loose that easily. So one other tip is that you're going to use a flat, smooth printing plate, not the regular one. And now it's ready to start printing, and it's first going to do all the routines, and then I will show you the exact moment where you want to put your pen on the printer. So right now the printer is preparing, and you want to make sure that your pen is not sticking out too much. So if I put it on the printer right now and I feel it shouldn't be lower than the printing nozzle, and if it is, you're going to damage your build plate. So you want to pull it back even more. At a certain moment it's gonna start printing the little block that we drew over here. And that's where you want to be careful, because that's when you want to put on your pen. So this is the moment. First it's going to go over here, and then you want to put your pen on there, because now it's going to go 5 millimeters up into the air. And if this is the first time that you're printing, you want to stand ready here to push the pen a little bit down. And the first time you're doing this, it takes a little bit of figuring out the exact right place. But once you figured it out, like I have right now, you can easily clip it off and clip it on when you're going to be printing again. So now all you have to do is just wait and make sure that your paper is going to be flat. So you might want to pull it out a little bit. And sometimes the time remaining on your printer just means that it's going to add another layer of the same drawing, so it doesn't really make sense. So if you think your drawing looks good, then you can actually just turn off the printing job, peel the tape, reuse it if you want to, and there you go. You have your first little yurt drawn by a 3D printer inside a yurt. I'm really curious to see what you will come up with, and thanks for watching. If you like technology and DIY projects, then subscribe to this channel. and I will see you in another video.